We begin with Chinese President Xi Jinping refusing to recognize the arbitral ruling on the West Philippine Sea after this was brought up by President Duterte.
Still, the two leaders promised to maintain good relations and to continue working on formulating a code of conduct within the disputed waters. Jen Calimon reports from Beijing.
The bilateral meeting between President Duterte and Chinese President Xi Jinping started on a good note, with the two leaders exchanging pleasantries.
Let us reaffirm the value of our relationship, both personal and official.
But it looks like this friendship won't matter much, at least when it comes to the territorial dispute over the West Philippine Sea. That's after Beijing rejected the Philippines' stand on the arbitral ruling in the West Philippine Sea when it was brought up by the president. Presidential spokesperson Sal Panelo said that Duterte insisted that the arbitral award is final, binding, and not subject to appeal. But China did not budge. Nonetheless, both countries agreed that even if their positions differ, they shouldn't weaken the relationship of the two countries. Although the Hague decision was rejected, China has agreed to formulate a code of conduct and said that it needs to be done before the end of Duterte's term. Our president also raised the issue of a possible joint exploration in the West Philippine Sea. Beijing's president agreed and said that the steering committee assigned to the project should prepare a substantive program on the matter. Both China's CNOOC and the Philippines National Oil Company or PNOC will be part of that committee. But Philippine Ambassador to China Chito Santa Romana says it might take a while before that pushes through.
The plan is, to get the framework ready so that the steering committee can start the ball rolling, and as well as the work groups, and they can start meeting, and so that the service contracts, which have been affected by the moratorium, can also proceed. They've been put on hold. So there's a lot to do. The problem is we'll take it one step at a time.
China also recognized and confirmed the responsibility of Chinese fishermen in the Recto Bank incident, which President Duterte appreciated. Overall, Panelo believes that the meeting between the two leaders went well. They also witnessed the signing of 6 agreements focusing on education, science and technology, and economy. These include the Memorandum of Understanding on Higher Education Cooperation between the Philippine Commission on Higher Education and the Ministry of Education of China, the MOU on Science and Technology, the Cooperative Agreement of the Customs Bureau, Finance Department, and Beijing's General Administration of Customs, the Implementation Contract on China Aid Inspection Equipment, the exchange of notes on cooperation procedure for the availment and utilization of concessional renminbi-denominated loans, and the preferential bias credit loan agreement of project management consultancy of the PNR South Long-Haul Project. As for China's crackdown on online gaming, Santa Romana told Bloomberg that it was indeed discussed by the two heads of state. But for now, the Philippines is not taking any drastic step on online gambling.
They can't dictate on us. That's our sovereign decision. So that is where we stand.
We will keep it legal.
Unless the president decides otherwise, it will have an economic impact on us.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
if we are to do it, we want a soft landing.
Later today, the president will attend a bilateral meeting with Chinese Prime Minister Li Keqiang this afternoon, to be followed by a business forum. He will also witness the opening of FIBA World Cup before flying to Guangzhou to watch the basketball match between Gilas and Italy with Chinese Vice President Wang Qishan tomorrow. Duterte will return to the Philippines on Sunday. Reporting for News 5, Jen Calimon, we are One News.